Are you unsure how much wood you'll need for the burn season? eFireplaceStore is here to help with this handy video guide.
Wood consumption varies greatly depending on the type of fireplace or stove you use, but there are other factors you'll want to consider in planning your wood supply for the season.
In this video, we'll cover how consumption varies and why firewood measurement is important to understand. For more detailed information, read the companion article included with this video.
The first step in estimating the amount of wood you'll need is to understand how firewood is measured and sold. The standard unit for measuring firewood is the cord. A cord is defined as a pile of wood 4 feet tall, 4 feet deep, and 8 feet wide. How much heat is produced by a cord? It depends. Different varieties of wood produce different amounts of heat. Hardwoods are more desirable because they burn more slowly and create less smoke. Softwoods are not recommended because they burn fast and hot. The average cost for a cord of wood varies depending on the species and quality of the wood, the time of year, and where you live. In the southern U.S., a cord of hardwood might cost between $150 and $200 in the spring and summer, while the same cord might be between $250 and $300 in the winter. Prices in northern states could range from $300 to $400 depending on supply in the season. Additional costs, such as delivery fees and handling charges, are also common. How should you store your wood? The first step in storing wood is to understand seasoning. Fresh cut wood has a very high moisture content, so it's difficult to burn and creates lots of smoke. Seasoned wood is wood that has been cut and left to dry until it reaches a more ideal moisture content of around 20%. Purchase a moisture meter to test potential wood stock and to help manage your wood supply for optimal burn efficiency. Seasoning wood involves storing it outside, and if you're seasoning wood yourself, you should expect softwoods to take around 6 months and hardwoods to take around a year to dry. When storing firewood outside, don't stack the wood directly on the ground. Instead, use a firewood rack or wooden pallets. This will promote airflow and will also cut down on the insects. Never spray your wood with pesticides, since you don't want to burn the pesticide chemicals inside your house. You can use a tarp on the top to protect from the rain, but leave the sides of the pile at least partially exposed to allow for airflow. If you want to store some wood inside next to your stove for easy access, avoid storing it within 3 feet of your stove to avoid an increased risk of fire. But if your stove has a designated wood storage pedestal or a close to the appliance storage accessory, it's perfectly safe to store wood in these areas. How long will your wood supply last? The answer will depend on whether you're burning an open fireplace or fire pit, or whether you're burning a closed combustion appliance. How efficient are open wood-burning fireplaces and fire pits? Open fireplaces are the least efficient wood-burning appliances. They offer very little control over the fire's oxygen supply. The average 36-inch open fireplace can burn 4 16-inch logs per hour, and they can consume an entire cord of wood in just 1 week. Open fire pits also have no air restriction and will consume firewood at a similar rate. Closed combustion fireplaces and stoves are far more efficient because they allow for strict air control. Most models feature sealed chambers where fire burns behind glass doors and adjustable air vents to regulate oxygen supply. This is what makes the burn more efficient. A non-catalytic appliance can last 3 to 4 hours on 3 14-inch logs at a high air setting. Decreasing the air supply to a low or overnight burn setting can achieve 6 to 8 hours. A non-catalytic model can go 30 to 60 days on 1 cord of wood. Catalytic stoves are even more efficient. These models work best at lower temperatures and are suited for situations where a long-lasting, low-temperature fire is preferred. An average catalytic stove can reach 30 hours of burn time without having to add more wood. On higher setting, the burn time is closer to 8 to 12 hours. In catalytic stove models, it's possible for a cord of wood to last an entire season. And there you have it. Hopefully you have an idea now for how much wood you'll need for the burn season. It's important to remember that burn time and wood consumption can vary from appliance to appliance.
If you're experiencing unanticipated wood consumption or have questions about new appliances, the NFI Certified Specialists here at eFireplaceStore are available to assist you and will be glad to help you troubleshoot any issues you might have. Call us at 1-800-203-1642. And be sure to check out the companion article for more detailed information on what we covered in this video.